Hey everyone, welcome to the CDS Summer Incubator. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Lauren Diorenzo. I'm one of the co-presidents of CDS Women in Data Science, and I'm joined by Amber Tang, our other co-president. We want to be really mindful of your time, so we're going to go for brevity here. But we wanted to give you this little presentation to just give you an overview about what you can expect from the incubator and also kind of what can be expected of you. And some instructions on what you should be doing next, because we know at this point you're all kind of assigned to teams, but kind of waiting for things to get started. So that's what this is.
Yeah, so thanks, Lauren, for that awesome introduction. As Lauren said, we're all really excited to have you. We're excited for a productive and impactful summer. And we know even though it's been, a rough couple of months, we at least hope that we can at least work together to build something that you're going to be proud of at the end of the summer. So what did you guys sign up for? So as you know, we have a couple of student-led projects. So that means that we hope you take the initiative to really drive your project and move it forward and, build or create something that you can either show a recruiter, have on your portfolio, or, just something that you have a fun time building and learn a lot from. One of the points that we also discussed in our README and in our welcome email is that each project should have a final product. And this can take any form, whether that be a blog post, an article, a paper, an R package, or an open repo, or if you want to do a PowerPoint deck. It's really up to you. We intentionally kept these quote unquote requirements flexible. You're doing this incubator not part of a class where you're not getting graded for this or anything. We just wanted to kind of create a platform and a program for you to be able to build something with your peers and with guidance from mentors who have a lot of experience in the field. So really just take the opportunity to be creative and then build something that you are excited about and that you would be proud of. And lastly, we also wanted to let you know that we hope to have this finished by August 7th so that you can present it at the final project presentations. So this presentation can either be a quick demo of your project, if it's a web app or something like that, or if you're deploying something, or you could just do a brief PowerPoint or show us your paper, or it can really be anything that you want. We just want to see what you did and share with the community, and just so we all kind of learn about, how your summer went and what you guys built.
All right, cool. So some important dates that you should know about. Today is our launch, so we're excited for you guys to take off and get started and get to know your teams and start creating something really cool. All throughout the summer, we'll have a couple of guest speakers where we'll have webinars from CDS faculty, alumni, and other industry professionals about whatever they feel like talking about, and to keep you guys motivated. About halfway through on July 14th, we'll have a midpoint check-in. Here we'll have it's a chance to have kind of an informal presentation, and we will ask each group to submit a kind of update on where they're at. Again, this is meant to be very informal. If your presentation is, hey, we're stuck on this thing and we don't know what to do next, that's totally fine. This is also a cool opportunity for other groups to share their insight, and maybe if they have suggestions for other groups, just kind of support one another. So that will be about halfway through, and it's really, again, more in place to kind of keep you motivated and keep you kind of working towards something. So that will be July 14th. And then at the end, on August 7th, we'll have some final presentations where you can share what your group has worked on over the summer to everyone. That'll be in a little more formal setting. And we'll send you guys more information about the logistics for these as we plan them over the summer too. Okay, so what should we do to get started? So at this point, if you receive the email with this video link, that means that you signed up for the summer incubator. So you should know that you signed up for a project, and you should know what that project is. If for some reason that does not apply to you, you should let us know as soon as possible so we can get that worked out for you. You also should have received an invite to join our Slack workspace. This is really important because this will be probably the primary mechanism if you so choose to communicate with your team. We've seen a lot of people sign up already, but if you haven't yet, please do so. once you join the workspace, we can assign you to your team specific channel and you guys can go ahead and start talking. So what we'd like you to get started on this week is within the next few days, try to set up a first group meeting and decide on how often you want to meet with your mentor. That can be weekly, bi-weekly, whatever works for them. Also, it's a good idea to establish what that mutually agreed on form of communication is going to be. Are you guys going to use the Slack channel exclusively? Are you going to prefer emails? Whatever it is, it's fine, but agree on it. And also in that first meeting, it's a good idea to have a conversation about how committed everyone is able to be to the project. So we know that when you all signed up on our Google form, some people are able to work on this maybe 5 to 10 hours a week. Some people said that they would be able to work up to 40 hours a week. All of that is totally fine as long as you communicate it with each other and establish what expectations you can have. And if for some reason it changes throughout the summer, then just be open and communicative about it. And that's kind of the most important thing. You know, we're all adults here. We can kind of have those expectations of each other. Also, obviously, this will maybe change as you go along, but in that first meeting, if you can create a rough timeline of tasks to accomplish and what those tasks are, I've just found generally working on projects that's a really good way to like hold yourself accountable and make sure you're like consistently making progress throughout the summer instead of like being halfway through and being like, oh, we're still doing exploratory stuff. So obviously that doesn't have to be fully fleshed out, but just to get a rough idea of like, what are the first tasks that we're gonna need to do to accomplish this? And we have kind of a wide variety of types of projects. You know, we have some that are deep learning based, some that kind of aren't machine learning based at all and more like software engineering. And so what that means to your specific project is gonna be different, but you know, just have the conversation about it with your team to get started. What you can expect from your mentor. So also use this chance to say thank you so much to all of the mentors who have volunteered to participate in the incubator. I mean, you're part of the reason that we're able to even do this. And I'm so excited about all of the ideas that have been pitched. I think we're going to have some awesome projects by the end of this summer. So with that said, keep in mind that, you know, even if your project idea came from a mentor, these projects are intended to be student-led. Your mentors will be available to you as needed, but this is really supposed to be a student pushed like end-to-end data science project. So with that said, different mentors might have different level of commitment as well, and you guys should have an open conversation about how often they are willing to meet with you. And then again, we just kind of wanted to reiterate that remember that just because you are working on this project 20 or 30 hours a week, maybe someone else in your team is not able to commit that much, and that's fine. So establish that from the beginning, stick to it, and if you can't stick to it, talk about it and be open about it. Okay, what else is expected of me? This one should be a given. Please just be respectful to your team and your mentor. Like, we all signed up for this for a reason because, you know, we want to do good and come out with some cool projects at the end of this. So remember that all the other people who are signed up for this are working towards that as well. And, you know, relying on the fact that everyone who is, you know, volunteered to be part of this wants to be here and wants to do cool work. So just, you know, be mindful of that throughout it. We also asked for you to be engaged in the incubator community. We're putting in a lot of effort to plan some cool events this summer and facilitate an environment where, you know, you're mostly working with your team, but you're also part of this like incubator community. So engage with us on the Slack, ask questions, come to the webinars, and you know, support other teams at the midway point and the project presentations. The last thing we ask is that you be flexible to bumps in the road. I know that we're now, I guess, a few months into this kind of weird being quarantined, and maybe we're a little more used to it now, but things are still really weird. And so we're all dealing with different scenarios and we don't know what's going to come up. So just be flexible. If someone in your team needs to like lessen their workload or step back from the project, be open that and be empathetic to other people's situations. I mean, that kind of goes back to the general be respectful thing, but it's definitely worth echoing in this intro.
Okay, Yeah, so thanks, Lauren, for explaining, kind of like the structure of the program, the incubator program, what's expected of you, what's expected of your mentors, and kind of just echoing what Lauren said, quarantine and the whole coronavirus situation affects people differently. So kind of being mindful about that coming into the incubator is really important. Another thing that we sort of wanted to add, which is in line with how student-led all of the projects are, is that while the organizing team is here, like our team at CDS, we're here to help with like logistics and everything. But at the end of the day, we really hope that you kind of own this project. You kind of take it as yours and be creative, do what you want with it, and just use this as an opportunity to build something that you want to work on over the summer. So in line with that, we also wanted to thank Made with ML. So this summer we are collaborating with Made with ML, which is a nonprofit and community-led organization where you can learn, build, and share everything or anything related to ML. And the way that we are kind of collaborating with them is that they have created a collection which is similar to like a Spotify playlist or just like a list of like resources. So they created like a collection for NYU CDS specifically, so that our students and like our incubator participants will have the opportunity to showcase their projects in an NYU specific portion of the website. So this gives you greater visibility with the community, recruiters, and other data scientists, and it just gives you a platform to show your work over the summer. So we hope that you take advantage of this. This was made especially for us and for NYU. So we really hope that this is helpful for everyone.
Yeah, it's also a really cool space to just read about other projects that are going on too, and be inspired. It's all like this open source mentality of just like sharing things for the purpose of learning. So we're really excited that they wanted to partner with us.
Okay, great. So now we've talked about, what the program is about, what your roles are, what your mentor's role is, and kind of like the platforms and other organizations we're working with. So what if your team hits roadblocks? So if you have any technical or logistical like issues with the incubator itself, like issues with, like getting on the Slack channel, getting on platform, anything like that, just like working with your team, like times, whatever, you can feel free to send us a message on the Slack general channel. So all of the members of our organizing committee are on that channel. So we'll be there to help you out. For mentors, if you have any issues related to anything at all or any feedback you want to give us, something is working for you, something's not working for you, questions whatsoever, we have created a private channel for mentors where we have the admins as well as our organizing team. Please feel free to message us on there as well. If you have any specific technical issues about your project, for example, like, how do you do hyperparameter tuning on X, Y, and Z? Like, how should you build this app or something like that? I would definitely encourage you to talk to your team and your mentor while our organizing team is helping a lot with the logistical side. We definitely are grateful for your mentors, for the mentors' help here, because they have a lot more experience and a lot more knowledge about this. And frankly, I don't think I would be able to answer any of your technical issues. So please direct those to your mentor. And of course, like if you have any issues signing up for like the Made with ML platform, we will send you a bit more details about that in a couple of days as well, just like how to like sign up for a project. A lot of it is on the website and pretty intuitive, but we wanted to make a NYU specific kind of like README. So we will send that out in a couple days as well. But if you have any other like issues related to like Made with ML as a platform, questions about Made with ML, feel free to message me or Goku, who is the founder of Made with ML. He is on our Slack channel too. So you can message him, connect with him. He's just like an awesome guy to talk with as well. And yeah, we're all on Slack. And any other admin issues over the summer, like if something comes up, like you're having a difficulty with anything related to the incubator or like CDS or anything administrative, like all of our admin are also on Slack. So feel free to send them a private message as well. They're very responsive. And yeah, feel free to do that. And of course, like we wanted to take the time to thank everyone who has helped us out with this incubator. This is definitely a kind of like community organized effort to create like content and, build a community despite everything that's happening in the world right now. It's like a tough time for everyone. So we really appreciate all your help. And of course, we wanted to thank everyone who helped us kind of like put this incubator together. Like this would not be possible without you or without your help. We know everyone is kind of going through a tough time through like quarantine, coronavirus, and just like all the world events right now. So we really appreciate that you're putting in the extra effort to help us and to help students have a meaningful summer experience despite everything that's happening. So first and foremost, we would like to thank the mentors who have participated and volunteered not only project ideas, but also like their time and their expertise and their experience to help us out. We truly like appreciate it. Like this would literally not be possible without you. So thank you, Brian, Leo, Alex, Arthur, Julia, Artem, Elena, Aditi, and Preet. Thank you for being a part of this. And we also wanted to give a special shout out to Professor Arthur Sperling and Professor Julia Kempe because of their support for this project. It means a lot to know that, CDS is kind of like backing us on this project as well. So your support means a lot to us. Of course, we want to thank our organizing team. Thank you to like everyone in the CDS Leadership Circle and WIDS for helping out. We know that you guys are busy with your own internships, your own like project stuff that you're doing. So thanks, Kelsey, Lauren, Lakshmi, Lisa, Ilana, and Samantha. We really know that you guys put in a lot of work over the past couple of weeks, and honestly, it's been great like working with you all at WIDS, and we're so happy that you are a part of this. So thank you for your help and your effort. And of course, like we are grateful for our admin board at WIDS as well, who not only helped us launch the club, the organization this semester, but who also have been giving us advice and support along the way. So thanks, Catherine, Elisa, and Lorraine. And lastly, we'd want to thank Goku. Thanks for giving us a platform to share our students' work over the summer. And of course, thank you guys for participating. We really hope this is helpful for everyone. And if anything kind of comes up along the way, like we are here to kind of support you, to help you out with your project, like whatever you need, just ping us. We're one ping away.
Thank you everyone for taking the time to watch this. We're really excited to see what this summer brings. So thanks.